The member from Ramsey, Representative Pinto.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, we've talked appropriately so very much about women in the debate, but I'd like to direct my remarks to my fellow men in the chamber and beyond. And I think that you're aware I work outside the legislature as a prosecutor specializing in gender violence, which encompasses sexual violence, and I'll point out gender violence, a broader term, and I'm grateful to have that term gender in the amendment. Sexual violence, domestic violence, sexual exploitation, sex trafficking. And of course, at the heart of gender violence are gender inequities, power and control. We often say that when you think about domestic violence, sexual violence, we might think that it's about sexual violence about sex, sexual exploitation about sex. It's about power and control. It's the man who is in control in the relationship. Maybe he hardly lifts a finger. Maybe he's perfectly nice outside the home. But inside that home, he is the boss, and you dare not cross him. And we're talking about men who are buying sex. And again, doctors, lawyers, pastors, preachers, legislators, judges, folks from all walks of life, men from all walks of life, perfectly nice people, but they feel that they have the right and the power to control someone else in that way and to have this woman who is there for them. What fuels this? What gives men, our fellow men, this sense that they have the right to control someone else, the right of this superiority? And of course, it's socialization. It's the sense in society that women exist for the men around them, that is the purpose of women, the lesson that we get in society. So there's something called the Bechdel test. I'm not sure if folks have heard of this. This is a test that you can apply to a work of art, a film, something else, and simply ask a question. Does it depict two women talking with one another about a topic other than a man? A very large percentage of our entertainment fails the Bechdel test. And there's a version of the Bechdel test that dates all the way back to 1929. So the ERA was first proposed in 1923. 6 years later, Virginia Woolf, in her essay, A Room of One's Own, was looking at fiction and exploring and said, I try to remember any case in the course of my reading where two women are represented as friends. Now, they're now and then shown as mothers and daughters, but almost without exception, they are shown in their relation to men. Strange to think that most of the great women of fiction were not only seen by the other sex, but seen only in relation to the other sex. And if she says, how small a part of women's life is that? There's a sense in society that women are somehow lesser. And I have to say, I was hearing the concern about men competing in women's sports. Think about the line that is used against boys. You throw like a girl. And what an insult that is, that you would possibly be competing as a girl. We're concerned that is going to happen. So men, don't think that by opposing this, you are somehow standing up for women. You're protecting women from transgender people who themselves are the victims of great discrimination, have great vulnerabilities. No, by supporting this, you are standing up for equal partners. I would say we are standing up for ourselves. We are better off, men, when we have the equal partnership of the women around us who deserve to live their own full, dignified lives that may have nothing to do with the relationship with us. That is the right way to go, members. That is about equality under the law. It's a principle we all should stand up for. And Madam Speaker, I am proud to support this amendment. Thank you.